Hello friends, welcome to the maths lecture. Friends, in this video we are going to know about large numbers. So there are few important points which we must know about that. So the important points are, first one, 5-digit and 6-digit numbers in figures and words. Second one, different periods in a place value chart. Third one, use of commas in Indian system of numeration. Next one, place value and face value of a digit in given number. Fifth one, expanded and a standard form. Next one, compare and order numbers. And the last one, round off numbers to the nearest tens, hundreds and thousands. We will know about each points one by one. Okay. So the first point is 5-digit and 6-digit numbers in figures and words. Here, what is the meaning of digit? First, we will know about that. What is the meaning of digit? Okay, I am writing here 225, 279, 3845, 96572, 843210. Like that, numbers are there. Here only one number is there, so this is called 1-digit number. Fine. Here two numbers, 2 and 5, so it is a 2-digit number. Here 1, 2, 3, 3 numbers are there. We can say here 3-digit numbers. Here there are 4, so 4-digit numbers. Here this is 5-digit and this is 6-digit number. So you got what is the meaning of digit. How many numbers are there in a number? That is the digit. One number, 1-digit number, two numbers, 2-digit number, three numbers, 3-digit numbers, like that. Okay, so we know about what is digit. Now, what is the meaning of figures and words? Okay, someone tells you that 5231. You have to write 5231. If someone speaks and tells you, write down in figures and words. So how will you write? 5231. So when we are writing in figures, we will write 5231. This is in figures. When we are writing it in words, we will write like this: 5231. Fine. So 5231, if anyone tells you, speaks you and tell that to write in words and figures. Figures means you have to write in digit and words means you have to write in word, like FIV, 5, THOUSAND, 1000, like that. Fine. Now the second point is different periods in a place value chart. You know that how to write places in a place value chart. We start from our extreme right hand side. So here we will write places. Right hand side, ones, tens, 100. Fine. Now 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore, 10 crore. Fine. We have written this according to Indian system of numeration. Fine. Now here, how can we decide that which one is coming in which period? So see, the first three places, ones, tens and 100 comes in ones period. Fine. Then 1000 and 10,000 comes in thousands period. Then lakh and 10 lakh comes in lakhs period. And crore and 10 crore comes in crores period. So different periods in a place value chart. So first three places, ones, tens, 100 will come in ones period. Then 1000, 10,000 will come in thousands period. Then lakh, 10 lakh will come in lakhs period. And crore, 10 crore will come in crores period. Fine. Now the third important point is use of commas in Indian system of numeration. Fine. So Indian system of numeration, as we have discussed, it starts from ones, then ones, tens, 100, then 1000, 10,000, then lakh, 10 lakh, then crore, 10 crore. These are the places, and we have divided into periods. So ones, tens, 100 comes in ones period. 1000, 10,000 comes in thousands period. Lakh, 10 lakh comes in lakhs period. Crore, 10 crore comes in crores period. Fine. How will we put comma? So, where the one period ends, we put comma. Fine. So, now we have one number. I am taking one number. 2398765. This is a number and we have to put comma. So what will we do? We will start writing from extreme right place. Extreme right place number is 5. We will put at ones place, then 6, then 7, then 8, then 9, then 3, then 2. Now you can know very easily that periods, ones period means 3 numbers. So after 3 numbers we will put comma. Thousands periods 2 numbers. So after 2 numbers, lakhs period 2 numbers. So how will we put comma? Now you can easily find out if you know that what are the places, what are the periods, and where the one period ends, there you have to put comma. Means after the ending of ones period you have to put comma. After the ending of thousands period you have to put comma. After the ending of lakhs period you have to put comma. And after the ending of crores period you have to put comma. So I am taking one more number like 597683219. Fine. Now we will write this. Start from extreme right. 9, 1, 2, 3, 8, 6, 7, 9, 5. Now you know where we have to put comma. Yes, definitely you have to put comma here after 3 numbers, then here after 2 numbers, then here after 2 numbers. Fine. This is the way to place comma in a Indian system of numeration. Now the next point is place value and face value of a digit in a given number. Fine. So we have number here 23,98,765 and we want to find the place value of 8. Place value of 8, how can we find out? So for place value of 8, place value of 8 is equal to place value of a number means at which place the number is there. So 8 is at, you can see 8 is at thousands place. So place value of 8 will be 8 multiplied by thousands place. So multiply by 1000. Fine. So value will be 8000. Fine. Now we want to find the place value of 2. So what will be the place value of 2? Place value of 2 is equal to 2 multiplied by 2 is at which place? 10 lakhs place. So it should be multiplied by 10 lakh. Fine. So answer will be 20 lakh. So place value of 2 is 20 lakh. Fine. Now we are coming to face value. Face value means the place value of a number itself. No any change is there. Like your face never changes. You sit at officer's grade. So your place value changes. You are officer, you are doctor, you are engineer, you are IAS, you are a cricketer, you are an artist. So your places changes, and according to that your place value changes, but face value never change. Face value means what is your face will never change. It cannot be others' face. Fine. So face value, when we talk about face value of 8, here it is 8 only. When we talk about face value of 2, that is 2. So here all digits face value is same, the number itself. Face value of 2 is 2, face value of 3 is 3, face value of 9 is 9, face value of 8 is 8. Means face value never changes, place value changes according to its places. Fine. The next important point is standard form and expanded form of a number. If anyone tells you write down a number, so how do you write down? See, number is 23,98,765. 23,98,765. You have to write number in figures. Fine. You have to write number in figure. So you will write like this. 23,98,765. This is called a standard form. Fine. This is called a standard form. You write number in figure. That is called a standard form. Now we are talking about expanded form. Expanded means you have to enlarge. Number is that much, you have to enlarge. So how can you enlarge? How can you expand it? So expansion here, first of all, you have to write places, then fix numbers at proper places, fix digits at proper places. So we have fixed here 2 is at 10 lakhs place, 3 is at lakhs place, 9 is at 10,000 place, 8 is at thousands place, then 7 is at tens place, hundreds place, 6 is at tens place, and 5 is at ones place. Fine. So what you have to do in expanded form, you have to write the place value of all the digits. You have to write the place value of all the digits. So digit 2 has place value 20 lakh. Fine. So we will write here 20 lakh. Then 3 has place value 3 lakhs. So you will write 3 lakhs. 9 has place value 90,000. So you will write 90,000. Then 8 has place value 8,000. Then 7 has place value 700. 6 has place value 60 and 5 has place value 5. Fine. So this is called expanded form. Means standard form means you have to write numbers in figure, and expanded form means you have to write numbers according to its place value. So place value of first digit, then second digit, then third digit, then fourth, fifth, sixth digit, and between two digits place values you will put plus sign. You can see this plus sign, plus sign, plus sign, plus sign, plus sign, and plus sign. So you got what is expanded form and what is standard form. Now the next important point is compare and order numbers. Now what is comparing? What is comparison? Okay, you might have listened that she is taller than me, he is shorter than me. What is this? Comparison. This part is bigger than that part. That part is smaller than this part. That is nothing, just comparison. So here we are going to compare between two numbers. So what are the comparison sign? Signs of comparison. First of all, we must know that signs of comparison. Fine. So what are the signs of comparison? This is called less than, this is equal to, and this is greater than. Fine. Now I am taking two numbers, 253 and 347. Fine. So how can we compare these two numbers? First of all, we will check that how many digit numbers they are. This is 3-digit number, this is 3-digit number. Fine. So both sides equal digit numbers are there. Now start comparison from our left hand side. Left hand side, here it is 2 and here it is 3. 2 is smaller than 3, so we will put this sign. This is called crocodile's mouth. This is called crocodile's mouth. When crocodile's mouth is closed, that means number is small. If crocodile's mouth is open, means number is big. So this side it is closed, means this is a small. This side it is open, that means this is big number. Now we are taking another example like 1495 and here 1495. Both sides number of digits are same, numbers are same. So we will put this equal to sign. No any change. Now come to the next number. We are taking 12579 and 3156. Now check which number is bigger and which one is smaller. So just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 5-digit number and this is a 4-digit number. Fine. So always keep in mind that 5-digit number will always be greater than 4-digit number. Means more digit number is greater than less digit number. So here this one 5-digit number is greater. So crocodile's mouth will open this side. This is called comparison. Means which number is bigger and which number is smaller. Now after comparison, you have to order numbers also. If you have more than 4 numbers or more than 5 numbers and you have to compare which one is the smallest, which one is second smallest, which one is third smallest, like that. So how can you do it? This is called ordering of numbers. Fine. So how can we, two types of orders are there. First one, orders ascending order, and second one is called descending order. Fine. Ascending order means you have to arrange numbers from smaller to bigger one, smallest to biggest, and descending order you have to arrange number from biggest to smallest. So how can we do? Now we are taking numbers 1, 2, 5, 7, 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 1, 9, 7, 3, 1, 5. These are the 4 numbers and you have to arrange in ascending order first. Ascending order you have to arrange. So how will you arrange it in ascending order? So the smallest number you have to take first. What is the smallest number here? How can we find out what is the smallest number here? That we have already done in comparison. So first of all, we will check how many digit numbers these are. So this is a 5-digit number This is 4 digit. This is also 4 digit. And this one again 4 digit. This one is 3 digit number. Fine. So you know that smallest digit number, smallest number, 3 digit number will be the smallest. So quickly write down 315 and put this smaller one sign. Okay. Now comparison is between these two. Which one is bigger? So see the first number. First number is here 3 and here 8. So which one will be the smaller? Yes, this one will be the smaller. So put 3, 4, 5, 6. Now put again less than sign. And the next number is 8197. And the last one is 12579. This is called ascending order. This is called ascending order because from smallest number to biggest number. Fine. Now we are going to descending number. Descending order. So what will be the descending order? The largest number will be the first number. So 12579. Then crocodile's mouth will open. Next number will be 8197. Crocodile's mouth open. Next number 3456. Crocodile's mouth open. Next number 315. Means largest number, second largest number, third largest number, and this is the smallest one number. So this is called order of numbers. Fine. The next important concept is round off numbers to the nearest tens, hundreds and thousands. So what is round off? Round off means if you have a number where it is difficult to read or it is difficult to calculate, so you can make your calculation easy by rounding off. I am writing a number here 21 and 29. There are two different numbers. Now see 21, if I am putting a scale here and writing here 20 and here writing 30. Now can you say that 21 is near to 20 or 21 is near to 30? You will say that 21 is near to 20 and 29 is near to 30. So rounding off says that if you have to multiply 29 into 29. So 29 into 29 multiplication is very difficult. If you multiply 30 into 30, it will be easy. So make your calculation easy. We do round off. So here 21 will become 20 after rounding off. And 29 will become 30 after rounding off. So the first thing is that we round off to make our calculation easy. Now the second thing is that you have to round off numbers to the nearest tens. So how can you find out nearest tens? How can you round off? So I am taking some numbers and we'll see what's happening. See here 543. This is a number. Now how can we find out that what should be the number? So for rounding off to nearest 10, here we are doing round off to nearest 10, nearest tens. Fine. So what you have to do, 543 is there. So first of all write ones, tens, 100. Now you will check the number at ones place. Number at ones place is 3. So you have to check that number at ones place is less than 5 or more than 5. Here this number 3 is less than 5. You will make one like 0 and 1 point you will make 10, and here this way you will make curve. Here this is 0.5. Now check where 3 comes. 3 will come here. So what you have to do, at 3's place you have to put 0 and remaining all should be added as it is. So after rounding off, 543 will become 540. Now we are taking another example like 287. Now 7 is at 1's place. Where will stand 7? 7 will come here. So after 5, number 7 comes. So at this point, at 1's place, it will be 0 and we will add 1 in at 10's place. So 8 plus 1, 9. This answer will be 290. After rounding off to nearest 10. So rounding off to nearest 10, you have to check number which is at 1's place. If 1's place number is less than 5, you have to put 0 at 1's place. If number at 1's place is 5 or more than 5, you will put 0 at 1's place and add 1 at 10's place. Like one more example. Here it is 555. Now see, here at 1's place 5 is there. So we will put here 0 and here we will add 1. So it will be 560 after rounding off to nearest 10. Fine. For rounding off to nearest hundreds, what we have to keep in mind. So number I have taken 3598. Rounding off to nearest hundreds, we will see last two numbers. Last two numbers, that is 98. Now we will check that 98 comes 10 and 100. Between 10 and 100, where 98 comes. In midpoint it is 50. Now see, after 50, 98 will come here. So 98 is near to 100. So what we have to do, we have to put 0, 0 at both places, and at 100's place we will add 1. So here it will be 3600. This is rounding off to nearest 100. Now we are taking one more example, 4839. Now see 39. Where 39 comes, it comes between 10 and 50. Somewhere here it will come. So it is not coming after 50. It is coming before 50. So it will be 0, 0 and remaining all numbers will be as it is. So after rounding off, it will be 4800. Now when we will check about round off to the nearest thousands. Round off to the nearest thousands, we will do same method, only the thing is that we have to keep in mind that number should come between 100 and 1000. So nearest 1000, thousands, like I am taking one number 125843. So it is 1,25,843. We have to see last three numbers, 843. Now we have to keep in mind number comes between 100 and 1000, where the number lies. Means here it is 500. So 843 will come after 500. Somewhere it will be here 843. So this 843 is more than 500. So we will put 0, 0, 0 at three places, and here we will add 1. So 6 to 1. So it is 1,26,000. Now take one more example. 385,492. So here it is 492. 492 will come before 500. Before 500. So here it will be 0, 0, 0 and remaining number will be as it is. So if you are rounding off to nearest 10, you have to check that the number is more than 5 or less than 5. If you are rounding off to nearest 100, you have to check that number is the last two numbers, last two digits are more than 50 or less than 50, and if you are rounding off to 1000, you have to check that last three digits is less than 100, sorry, more than 100 or more than, means between 100 and 1000. This is less than 500 or more than 500. If it is more than, you have to put 00 at, if you are rounding off by 5, then you have to check that ones place. So ones place you will put 0, and remaining, if it is more than 5, then add 1 at tens place. And if it is less than 5, in every case, digit at ones place will be 0. If it is greater than 5, you will add 1 at tens place. If it is less than 5, you will not add anything. Same way you will apply for hundreds and thousands. Only you have to check that it is greater than 50 in case of hundreds, and you have to check that it is greater than 500 in case of thousands. So I hope you all understood and enjoyed. Thank you so much.